a quick question there, right, Molly? Like many of our, uh, we have got requests from many of us saying that, how do you leverage data to optimize product-led GTM motion, right? Like how can we optimize data, right? Existing data is can be and internal data or an external data to optimize the PLG motion. That's the first part. The second part is, are there any specific metrics or KPIs that you find very valuable that if somebody is owning a PLG motion should consider tracking on a frequent basis?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if my answers are totally independent of one another. But yeah, it's really, have you defined what the journey should be for your customer?
Hmm.
And then do you know how to track and what
Okay.
data to look at related to that? And then, I think that again, layering on top of that, who's your ICP? Do
Hmm.
Are you enriching the information about these people that have signed up with you? And then identifying, which ones meet that ICP and really going after them in a more holistic way, right? You're inviting them to more things. You're even targeting them with some marketing tactics, right? We've done even like tangible physical things to people like that, as well as virtual, optimization, marketing tactics as well. So surrounding the customer, thinking about how you make DevRev top of mind for them in a number of different ways, I think is also another important factor. And I think, just understanding, if you're thinking about KPIs, like for me, it's all about revenue, right?
Okay.
Everyone in the company should feel like they are an owner of revenue, right?
Yeah.
And what's most important to driving revenue? It's customer and customer experience. And so when it comes to PLG, it's not different, right? You shouldn't be
Hmm.
thinking only of usage or only of journey. It's all about driving conversion. And so
Got
if
it.
you're walking backwards from that conversion number and you're understanding, the drop off and the bottlenecks, or where people are getting stuck in that journey that you've defined, and you still feel the journey is correct, you need to solve for why people are not making it through those hurdles, to get to that ultimate conversion. And I think that's where then you can decide when and how to engage with a customer at the right moment. That's going to help unblock them and keep them moving as quickly as possible, because really that time to value metric, initially, as well as how quickly you get them to that conversion phase, is really the most critical component.
Got it. Got it. Yeah, interesting part, right? Like value metrics. Just wanted to understand, Molly, right? Like when you talk about value metric on the PLG side, uh, what should be the input KPIs and output KPIs? Let's say I'm a owner of a I'm let's say I'm a marketeer and I'm owning a PLG motion for my company. What are the input KPIs? It can be usage, it can be get number of visits, and output KPIs definitely, as you said, it's revenue. uh, I think everyone should be aligned to that. But
Yeah.
what are a couple of those input KPIs which one should track when they are running a successful PLG motion?
I'm so glad you asked this. Actually, I'm like, yes, I do have it. We've just done a book club, so
Oh,
we're
lovely.
highly
What?
recommend this one if you've
Okay.
not checked it out. Have you read this?
No, I got this recommendation multiple times but haven't got the chance to read. I'm
Yes.
going to read now
So
soon.
this is like the ultimate, where input and output metrics really began at Amazon. And
Mhm.
a concept that I love from that is
Yeah.
called the customer flywheel. And
Okay.
that really helps you. And it's actually a more complex topic than I think people realize. Like, you really have to put thought into it, of what's my input metric that's going to drive the output I'm looking for. And you're right, revenue is definitely one of those, right? And in some ways, though, input metrics can be activities that your team is doing, and the output could be increased usage or adoption, for example. And so inputs typically, things you can control. Things we look at is like number of touches to a customer. Um, and then even, I'm trying to think other inputs that we look at. but the touches can be related to email, nudges or suggestions,
Mm-hmm.
outreach that we've done from like product specialists, like inside sales sort of team, that's helping them through their journey at the, again, those kind of like critical moments. And so the more you're doing of those, like per customer, that would be a great input metric to then see, is my output metric changing? Is my
Got it.
usage and adoption increasing? Are my conversion rates going up? If not, you have to reevaluate your input metrics and see if they're really the right ones or not. So I highly recommend this book. I think it's in chapter 4 maybe, but the customer flywheel concept is, I think, really important for every business to think about, and every business is very, very different.
All right, I'm going to order it right away. And I think everyone in the audience, you got the answer, right? Like how to get hang of better input and output KPIs.